Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Lemons and I just want to do a short little lesson on telling time. We've talked about it this school year, but we haven't spent lots of time on it, so I just want to either review with you or teach you a few things right here. So, if we would start right here, this is called my Judy clock too. This would be 10 o'clock. You always look at the little hand first and where it's pointed. And then that's the hour hand. The minute hand is the longer hand, and if you remember how many minutes are in an hour, there are 60. So if we're looking here, if we would see this is 10 o'clock. And every time it gets to a number, it's going to count by fives. So here we go. Here's a demonstration. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Now you wouldn't say 60, it is 60 minutes, but then it moves to the next hour. If you kind of watch, I'll do it one more time. If you watch the hour hand, it moves slower, but it moves as the minute hand is going around too to the next hour. So watch this. So here we are at 11 o'clock. I'm going to count by fives again all the way to the next hour. And you can watch the little hand a little bit as well. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and now we have 12 o'clock. Now 12 o'clock noon would be around lunchtime. 12 o'clock a.m. would start the next day. That's at midnight in the middle of the night. So let's take a few more examples here. Let's move, sometimes the 12s can be a little tricky, but let's take a look at this one. If we were to tell time with this, we always look at the small hand first, the little hand. So the small hand is in between the 12 and the 1. You always go back to the one before it. So it's not to the 1 yet, it's just past the 12, so this would be 12. That's the hour, and then we're going to count by fives to the minute. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This would be 12:35. Let's do a couple more examples. Mix it up a little bit. So how about here? What are we going to look at first? We're going to look at the hour hand, the little hand. The little hand is just past the 10. So our hour is 10. We count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This would be 10:25. Now, sometimes when the bigger hand gets to be over here, it can be a little tricky with the hour because it's almost to the next hour. So for example, let's look here. I'll go around a couple more times to get it. How about here? So we're looking at the little hand first, again, remember, for the hour. If I look here, it is not to the 2 yet. So we go back to 1, so the hour is 1, then we count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This would be 1:50. Okay? Another example. Look when we get clear up here. Now, as you look at this, again, we always look at the little hand first, the hour hand. It looks like it's getting pretty close to 4, but it's not on the 4 yet. And I know that too because the big hand is not up here. So if I look at my hour, this would be 3 because it's not to the 4 yet. My hour is 3. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. This would be 3:55, which is very close to 4 o'clock. It's only 5 minutes away. So telling time just takes a little bit of practice. Always look at the little hand first. That's the hour. The big hand is the minute. Remember, there are 60 minutes in an hour. We included in our packet of work, if you want to make this little clock, you can use a paper plate, and we put the brad with it to attach it. The little hand, the minute hand, and the hour hand, that's up to you. There's also a good, actually there's 2 videos on my Google Classroom that are good for telling time too. The first one is pretty fun too. It's a catchy tune you'll probably get in your head. So thanks for watching. Good luck with time and work hard. See ya.